Hey guys, welcome back to Aravaipa Trail Talk episode. We don't know. It's been so long. But I'm Jam.
I'm Jobs.
And we're back.
Whoopee!
Welcome back, guys, to the show. This is going to be a little bit more unscripted. We are just returning from Silverton. We've been in Colorado most of the summer. We're back in Phoenix.
Yep.
I'm back here for a couple days, and then I'm heading over to Europe. I'm going to be doing my next race, which is just a quick 120-kilometer jaunt.
Just a quick
from
jaunt
Italy
now.
to France. So
Totally.
that's happening next Wednesday. It's already Thursday, so it's like 6 days away.
Ready? Are you ready for it? Are you doing it? Are you ready?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking a similar approach to my hard rock experience.
Which was awesome.
I'm just gonna chill, and I'm just gonna carry my GoPro, and I'm not gonna let anyone else touch my GoPro, so it won't turn on in my pack or in someone else's pack.
Cool story.
But I want to record that because I think a lot of people here haven't seen or experienced an international race before. I've done a few. I've been really fortunate, and it'd be fun to share that and see, just from my perspective, like, what is it like? You know, you have to carry your passport for this race. That's cool.
Gear is required.
Gear is required.
The whole race.
People like to bitch about the gear requirements.
I think it's awesome. You're self-sustained. Like, if anything goes wrong, you're prepared.
I mean,
right?
Yeah, it's just a different style.
Yeah,
it's cool. I like running with nothing. But I also, it's kind of cool to like have what you need and you know that you're good to go.
I run with everything.
You run with everything no matter what.
All of the things.
Yeah. I prefer not to, but it's the European model. It's just different. I like both. I like the more minimal. Well, you don't even have to be minimal. It's not like the American way is more minimal. It's just less required stuff.
Yeah.
So
you can kind of depend on the aid stations, and they're a little bit closer here in America than they are in Europe.
It just depends.
Yes? Yeah.
It just depends.
Okay.
Depends on the race. But I think it's America is like maybe more self-reliant. Like, you figure out what you want to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to require you to do anything one way or the other.
Yeah.
And then over there, they're like, I think because the races are so big over there too, when they're dealing with 2,000 to 5,000 runners at any given time, just the response for the medical emergencies, if some shit hits the fan, they need people to have that space blanket with them and the other stuff.
Yeah.
Here we might have 200 people out in the woods and maybe 5 incidents.
Right.
They could have 100 incidents over there at once.
Because they have thousands of people out there.
So,
right.
Anyways, I don't want to focus on that. We've got a little bit of an outline.
Yeah.
A little bit of an outline today.
Yeah.
And then we want to definitely take your questions. So at any point in time on Facebook, which is over here, and Instagram, which is right here, depending on what you guys are tuning in, please ask your questions, help guide this show, and we will get to every single one of them as long as we don't lose connection.
Yeah.
We also will get back into the groove of getting your questions on the YouTube comments as well.
Yep.
And you can also feel free to tweet us. We'll put up our Twitter handles.
At Happy Jubilee.
At Jamil Curry.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Feel free to message us there.
Perfect.
Talk about the summer and where we were, where we've been. Why haven't we done this in like 2 months?
Yeah, so
I don't even know when the last one was.
Well, I mean, so we intended to go up to Silverton, Colorado, and try to continue the show, but it turns out there's not very good Wi-Fi up there anywhere. So that was an issue.
We've also been busy too.
But we've also been busy. So we have 3 events, and then we actually help out with 2 more. We kick it off with
I was like, how many? What do we do up there?
We had a lot. So coming right out of June with Western States, we did a filming there, and then we went straight to Colorado, and we did a 4th of July run called the Blue Ribbon Run. They do it every year in Silverton, which is a lot of fun. Right after that is Hard Rock Week, which is crazy busy, but we volunteer a little bit, and Jam ran, and I filmed, and
no, none of our films are ready.
None of our films are ready.
No ETAs on those.
Nope, have no idea. That's a lot of footage. And then we actually have 3 of our own events. So we had the 40th anniversary Kendall Mountain Run, which was really exciting this year in July. We had the Silverton 1000, just barely. And then right after that was the Silverton Alpine Marathon. So just 1, 2, 3 right after another. It was a lot of fun, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we're back here, and we've got some more events coming up, which we're going to talk about later in the show. What was your favorite part about being up in Silverton?
Just the mountains themselves. Like, if you guys have never been up in Silverton, I highly suggest just take maybe sometime next year or even any time during the summer and go and experience the San Juan Mountains. They are magical. They are wonderful. They are renewing. Like, it's just being in those mountains. Like, they tear you up if you're a trail runner, for sure. You've never... The steepness of those mountains, and then like bombing down some of those hills, it'll wreck your legs a little bit, but it's pretty amazing to be on top of those mountains.
Let's talk a little bit about an opportunity next year for people to come up and experience the San Juans.
Yeah.
So we have this event called the Silverton 1000.
Right.
A little bit misleading because it's a 1,000-mile race that no one has finished or ever will.
Ever.
The farthest anyone has gotten is 350 miles.
Right.
So I don't know, all of you out there that are wanting to try an impossible race, you should put the Silverton 1000 on your bucket list.
Yeah.
But essentially, it was an event created between myself and my friend Roger. Based upon this 1,000-mile challenge that this guy did, he did 1,000 miles in 1,000 consecutive hours. So 1 mile per hour, every hour for 1,000 consecutive hours. That's 42 days. We don't have that kind of time, so we were going to scrunch it down into 18 days. Mm-hmm. But it ended up being like basically a 6-day race. There is a challenge of the 6-day race to do a mile every hour, so it would be 144 consecutive hours doing a mile every hour.
Yeah. To qualify for the 1,000 challenge, you have to
continue.
Right.
300, even more than that. You have to do
350 and then continue after that.
So you have to do more 2.5 miles every hour. So it's kind of confusing. But essentially, we have a 1 mile loop in Silverton, Colorado that we just go around. And we camp and we hang out.
Yeah.
It's really fun. But a lot of people, I don't know, maybe they don't know about it. Maybe.
I mean, it's a fixed time race, and it's not always the most appealing. So, you think about going around 1 mile loop for 6 days. It doesn't sound as fun as it really, really is. One, it's a beautiful area to be in, and you do get some good elevation. So you climb 250 feet every time you do a loop. So if you do 100 miles, you climb 25,000 feet, which is pretty rad.
I think one of the coolest things, too, is for a lot of runners who maybe aren't capable of meeting the time cutoffs of your standard 100-mile race. Mm-hmm. You can come out here and do any fixed time and get that 100-mile belt buckle. So you can come out and get your Silverton 1,000 100-mile belt buckle in 48 hours or 72 hours or 6 days.
Or 6 days.
And someone's done that before. They just come out for 6 days, gotten their 100 in. Yep. It's kind of like a great boot camp. It really is.
That was my first experience.
It's a great way to
100-mile buckle was from Silverton.
It's a great way to get some mountain training in, some altitude training, and we want to expand upon that next year. So more or less, we're really thinking hard about launching what we're going to be calling a steep camp. And it kind of plays along with Run Steep, Get High and what we believe in the mountains. And we want to share that, especially for people that maybe they don't feel comfortable going on a huge vertical day or don't know where to go or want to just come and hang out with us. We want a way to create a community of people that comes to Silverton, camps out for a weekend or a week. It's your choice, but we will be out there a whole week and join Steep Camp with us. So we're talking campfires in the evenings, cooking food together, maybe sharing some beers together, going on runs or hikes in the morning.
And these are also epic places,
also doing other cool things in the area or just sharing our talents and things.
Yeah.
And also participating in the Silverton 1000 event as well. So we'll have the race course open where you can accumulate laps and miles and get towards the buckle. So you can come out, do all these things, and still get a 100-mile buckle in the course of a week, which would be freaking awesome.
Which is awesome.
And kind of join this little tribe of the Steep Pack.
The Steep Pack.
Boom, dropped it. So Yeah, anyways, we're going to be brainstorming and coming up with hopefully some details on that for next summer. And we're also going to be moving that event into July.
Yep.
August for us is a little bit late. It kind of conflicts with school. It kind of conflicts with all the crazy August events. I mean, in the same week we had our race, it's like Trans Rockies was going on, Leadville's going on.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Pikes Peak was happening.
Right there. So all of those. So we're just going to condense all of our events kind of and compact it within July. So if you guys want an epic summer, epic July, come with us next year. And for 2018, we're going to have just one event after another. And it's kind of a cool time to also spend for Hard Rock Week. And then right after that would be the Steep Camp and Silverton 1000 and then a marathon to top it off. So
exactly.
Look forward to that for next year.
So Trail Talk is back. We probably have to take next week off because I'm going to be gone. But after that, it's going to come back as a weekly show.
Yep.
And we'll be right here just like we were the beginning half of this year.
Yep.
And we do want to talk about the format. We want to hear from you guys, get some feedback on what you guys like and what you want more of. You can't dislike anything we do because it's all great. I know that. There's no dislikes going on. No, I don't know. Basically, just give us a little shout out if you really enjoyed the topics that we've been bringing up. If you want us to go deeper into certain topics, if you want us to get more controversial, we could bring in some controversial topics. I don't know.
If you want more guests, let us know.
More guests, more snakes.
More snakes.
We've been doing the Jube Tubes, the little fun games. If you guys like that, let us know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. We could go either way with those. But we're definitely going to keep the Q&A as the centerpiece of this show because I think it's so fun interacting with all of you.
For sure.
25 viewers on Facebook and 23 viewers on Instagram. We really dig it.
You have 50 peeps.
Super, super fun.
I love it.
Yes, super great. And let us know what you want to see there and other content you want to see in general.
Yeah.
Do you want to see more music videos? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if we should be doing this.
So, I mean, we don't know if we should be doing any of it. But if you guys like something like that,
you can't stop us.
Yeah, please let us know.
We're always scheming. We're always trying to come up with entertaining and fun ways to
connect with you guys,
and just to have a blast because that's what we like to do.
Yeah.
Wow, we were just smashing it.
We're just going
We're
through.
Just getting through. This list is getting short very quickly. Should we skip ahead of the Q&A and talk about upcoming events?
Yeah.
So a couple housekeeping things. So first off, we have quite a few events coming up now that we're back in Phoenix. The first one's kicking off September 2nd.
Yeah.
And do you want to talk about that one?
I do.
How this came about and what is it?
So it's the very first inaugural Jackrabbit Jubilee. So this is a, it's going to be so fun. So we did Hot Foot Hamster earlier this year at Nardini Manor. We decided to go ahead and do another event. This is a 12-hour night event only. It's also a 6-hour event, so you can actually do 12 hours or 6 hours at Nardini. It starts at 7 p.m. on September 2nd. There's no way to DNF. There's no way to DNF. You get on that track and you get one little lap in, and you have completed the Jackrabbit Jubilee, essentially. You can party all night long after that, and it is going to be a party. So if you don't know what fixed time events are about, if you've never done it, if you are maybe intimidated by the hours, or just come and try it. We've got a DJ out there. I do bubbles at all of the events. But we also have, it's kind of a rave. So I've got blinky lights, fairy lights, fireworks, but not really fireworks. We've got, and then we top it off with a whole bunch of awards and contests and dancing, and in the morning we do awards and an IHOP breakfast because all of the rabbits get an IHOP breakfast.
Like from International House of Pancakes?
No, it's an International House of Me. It's gonna be fun. Just if you are at all curious about a fixed time event and you are in the Valley and you have nothing to do for Labor Day weekend, please spend it with us as runners. We've got 50 people signed up so far.
We need another 50.
Got
to round it out.
Just come and party with me, and I promise it will be lots of shenanigans and hilarity, all with also with running. So there you go.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Other upcoming events after that, we've got our finale to the night run series for the summer. There's a couple more night runs into the fall. But we've got the Javelina Hangover, and the really cool part about that I'm stoked about, we have, of course, our new season passes that we launched this year with the, let's see if I can get all of them. The Vigil Pass, the, dang it!
Oh, no!
Anyways, the Evolution Pass is really cool
because
people start at the beginning of the summer with the shortest distance, the 9K at Santan.
Yep.
Then they're building all the way up to the 50K at Hangover.
Yeah.
And we've been publishing a few videos on this Aravaipa YouTube channel that showcases a few of those runners. Some of them have never done a 50K before, and they're building their way up to
an ultra.
The ultra marathon distance through the heat of the summer, which is really crazy because it is so difficult out there
and it's awesome.
And so challenging.
Yeah.
And I'm really stoked for them. It's been really fun to watch their journey. Hypnosis was insane. It was 117 as a high for that day, and they battled through the hot temperatures. It was over 100, I think, most of the night.
Yeah.
And they just did Vertigo recently, so they're stepping up and they're doing the 50K at Hangover, which is super cool. I'm excited to be there and be back from Europe for that one. Mogollon Monster is also taking place right after that. It's like 3 weekends in a row. Boom.
Yeah, totally.
That's crazy. We're looking at our calendar behind you guys.
And then 100 mile, like right after Hangover is Mogollon 100.
So we've got 3 in September, 3 in October, 1 in November, 3 in December. We just like pack it in and line them up.
Yep.
And it's fantastic. We absolutely love it.
Busy.
So Mogollon Monster, exciting things about that one. Well, not so exciting as there was a fire on part of the course this year.
2 fires.
Myrtle burned.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they merged together. It was a mega fire.
So it was Bear Fire and Highline Fire, and they kind of converged. And a good section of the Highline Trail as well as the Myrtle Trail really saw some major damage. And so if you go online, we've actually we've rerouted about 13 miles of that course. But it's still difficult. It's still beautiful. You're still going to get the climb. You're still going to get the 100 miles. It's a beast of a race. But yeah, so
it's going to be too dangerous with the flash flooding potential. With the areas that burned, there was a tragic flash flood earlier this summer. We just can't put the participants at risk this year. We'll put you at risk next year. No, it'll hopefully be safe enough by next year's race where it won't be a problem for the runners, but working with the Forest Service closely on that to monitor the situation.
Yeah. But that ground is quite unstable. And there was a flash flood that came through there and just kind of wrecked the trail just in that section. So
but the two most exciting parts is we have now a 105K and a 35K that we've added, and the response has been really great.
Yeah.
I mean, we have about 15 in the 105K. It was a little close for that one, but the 35K I think is already up to 40 people, and it's going to be a nasty, tough 35K.
These are beasts.
And by that I mean super fun and awesome.
Yeah, of course. Like they're tough. But it's a cool way to experience that area. The Mogollon Rim is absolutely beautiful. So if you've never run up there, this is your chance to do it.
Yeah, mile for mile, probably the toughest 35K that you've ever seen.
I'm telling you.
The winner might be 6 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just going to see. It's going to be a good time.
So if you're not ready for 100 miles, just come out and like just experience the race. The 100K is actually a qualifier for the Mogollon 100 in 2018. So if you want a qualifier for Mogollon 100, you want to run that race someday, Mogollon 100K is a perfect way to do it.
I think it's great because the Monster, I mean, all 3 are monster worthy. They are, and we're not talking the Monster Mutter 5K, which does exist, and we do not have anything to do with that race.
No, we do not.
But these are tough races, and we wanted more opportunities for people to experience the beauty of the Mogollon Rim, climbing up and down the rim. The only other race out there really is Zangray, and that's a 50-mile commitment, and it's tough. And I think it sells out every year. So not everyone can do that race. We wanted to give an option for people and kind of like a pathway towards the 100-miler. Because I mean, I'd love for all of you guys to run that 100-miler someday because it is a classic. It's a North American classic 100-miler. I ran the first one. It's awesome area of Arizona. It's very diverse and you should all check it out. But now there's like a better pathway start with the 35K and go from there.
Yeah. Just dip your toe in.
Great options.
Just see what it's about.
So coming to that, we actually we do want to announce and put it out there that we do have some event crew openings here at Aravaipa running
with this busy season for sure. Yeah. We're looking for people.
We're looking for people. So if you guys are interested, check out our jobs page on our website. You guys can check out the details and join our awesome team. We would love to hear from you. We've already been doing some interviews this week, and we'd love to get some more people on board on our team. If you want to see what it's like to organize races from behind the scenes, if you want to kind of take your volunteering to the next level and be a part of what we have going on here at Aravaipa, we'd love to speak with you. So
for sure.
Please.
So send us your resumes. Check out just online is the jobs.
We're really ramping up for the fall season, and we could really use all the help we can get. Check that out. A couple housekeeping things. The other thing we want to do is show you guys some of our new designs for our Run Steep, Get High apparel. This is something that has been in the works for quite some time.
Yeah.
I've always had this vision of creating just some really nice, comfortable apparel that can inspire and motivate everyone to get out there and get after it, and that's really what we want to do. So our great, amazing designer Sophia, who coincidentally got connected with us for our design position through this very show, Aravaipa Trail Talk. She tuned in
from Georgia.
Heard that we had the position open and we were looking, and she applied and was like a perfect fit for us.
Yeah.
And she has just been so great.
And she's been killing it. Like the new designs that she's come
They're
up
awesome.
with.
So we're wearing a couple of them. This is the men's tank. She's got the ladies tank
Women's
on.
Tank. Yep.
And we want to show off some of the other stuff that we have. This stuff, how we're going to be doing these new designs is we want to keep things fresh and keep new designs rolling out every couple months. So we're kind of doing a limited stock, limited supply of all of this product.
Yeah.
So I think we have about 50 or 60 of each hoodies. We've got maybe a 40 to 50 of each shirt style, something like that. And we've got some new hats in the works as well. But like literally once this stuff is sold, it is gone forever and you can't get your hands on it again. It's all limited edition. So, but then we will be coming out with new things beyond that. So here's one of the men's. This is the to the top.
That's women's.
Oh, sorry. This is women's. That's men's. So we're just doing this opposite. This is cool. It's got the ram. It's to the top. Check that one out. Really comfortable tri-blend fabrics. Here is the silhouette design. Same one as the tanks. That one's kind of blown out, but this is the men's one, the red.
And then the women's kind of like coral.
Light orange, and it's like a scoop neck. Yeah. So it's wider than normal.
Hoodie.
Okay, we got 3 different hoodie designs. This one has a gray accent. That one is just charcoal. This is more of a black. And they are different fits. They've got, I think that one's a little thicker maybe. They're not super thick, so you could probably wear these most of the time, but it's got this
super soft.
This design right here.
Yeah.
Inside it's really soft.
Oh my gosh, the inside is amazing.
This one is a unisex hoodie. It's more like a t-shirt hoodie, I would say. It's a little thicker.
It's really lightweight.
Really lightweight, and it's got the full zip with the design. It's got a little bit of a cut in the design, so it just goes right through there. Check that one out.
And then this is the other women's hood, tank.
Yeah.
And then both of the tanks are actually like
black on the back. So it's a racer back.
Yeah.
So anyways, if you're interested in some of this stuff, you can go check it out right now, runsteep.com. It ships out multiple times a week. We're usually pretty quick on that. So, and we've also got a bunch of new sticker designs too.
Yeah.
So we like to keep that stuff fresh. If you guys dig it, then buy it up.
Cool.
And rock it at your next ultra, because I'm going to be
and
wearing
tag
it everywhere
Run Steep
I go.
Get High for sure.
Tag Run Steep Get High in like a really cool spot, and we will share your picture on Instagram. Absolutely. Yep. Or you can also direct message us if you want to get it. Like maybe do all the things. Send it directly to me, and I will make sure it gets on that Instagram page if you guys are rocking the new merchandise.
Yeah. Cool beans. Quick Q&A.
Let's do Q&A. We're gonna
I want to talk to you guys.
Okay, we're gonna go all the way up. I'm gonna hit the Instagram here. We've got a lot of people tuning in. Luis Escobar asks, "What is the name of the race?"
Which race?
I don't know. We were talking about of the race. We were talking about Silverton events at
Silverton
first.
events.
Maybe that was what we were talking
Silverton.
about. Jackrabbit Jubilee, maybe?
And Jackrabbit Jubilee.
Jackrabbit Jubilee is the looped race happening in September 2nd. The race is up in Silverton. We had the Kendall Mountain Run, the Silverton Alpine Marathon, and the Silverton 1000. Gentleman Wick, like running with nothing. Don't let Jam Jam Camera hear that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, talking about the required gear. Admiral KC, finally, long time no see.
Excuses.
Okay, Run Brando Run asked, did I miss the release of the Western States video, or is it yet to come? It is yet to come. I'm sorry. I have to apologize. It's been...
we did get a lot of footage, and it's...
It is
in the works.
It is crazy.
We're doing it.
It's really crazy how much we got and how much longer it's taken. And I honestly have not touched the edit since before Hard Rock.
Yeah.
With everything else going on. But I did just open it up today, and I just rewatched what we've edited, and I'm trying to pull all of... We were editing on 3 computers, and I have to consolidate it. So I'm going to try and consolidate it this week. And it's probably going to be into September when that comes out at this point. We did get a logo made for it, though. We have an official Icefire Grit logo. Maybe I'll do a sneak preview of that on, I don't know where.
Okay.
One of my social channels. Let's see if we got some more questions. Chad and Chard. Checking in from the Bridge Creek wildfire up in Keller, Washington. Yeah, there's actually quite a few fires going on that are affecting 100-milers this year. Pine to Palm and Cascade Crest both have modified courses this year. I think more so than ours. I think both of them are going to have to turn to an out and back.
I think they announced it today, actually.
Mogollon is still mostly the same course. We hardly had to change anything.
It's 13 miles.
Steep Camp plan sounds great. I might have to join in. We would love to have you. It's going to be a riot.
For sure.
Okay, we say y'all come to the Paladuro Canyon Trail Run? Maybe one year, coming from Texas. Thank you. Interviews with more people would be rad. That's from Chad and Chard. Okay. Noted. And we have some more people agreeing with this. Waffle House Challenge. We've got Ryan Cooper suggests that.
Waffle House Challenge.
Questions and requests. Talk about Colorado. We did that. If you have specific questions about Colorado, we'd love to answer them.
For sure.
Thank you to Silent Assassin for the shout out. We missed you guys too. Music videos are the tits. Okay. Alternating between guests and JubeTubes would be cool. That's a good suggestion.
Okay.
We've done both before in the same show, but we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
B Shoe Fits Mole says, how you feeling for CCC? I'm actually running TDS. Okay. I'm running TDS this year, and I feel like I haven't been doing much, so that might be good. It means I'm going to be well rested. I did Hard Rock. So between recovering for that and kind of getting ready for this, I feel like I'm going to be in a good spot to, I think, have a good race. And then we'll just see. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Do you offer any training plans? We do not. We actually...
Currently?
Well, we have a women's training program, which a member of our community, Lisa, runs for that group.
Yep.
And so if you're local, you can join that group, and they typically do cycles where they train for one of our events over like a 3 to 4 month period, and then they do a new one. So I think currently they're doing one coming up for Pass Mountain in the fall, I believe. Is that correct?
I don't know.
And then after that, it should be Crown King in the spring. Shout outs on this. When do you head to France? Sally left today. I personally don't leave until Sunday, so I think I'm getting there Monday night, and my race is Wednesday morning, so cutting it pretty close. I just can't be away that long. Long live Bella. Cascade Crest this weekend has been rerouted due to fires. We get out and back instead of a loop. We did hear about that. Oh, the North Umpqua 50-100K got canceled because of fire. So it sounds like fire season is hitting pretty hard this year.
Really pretty rampant, yeah.
Mike Trail Chaser 83. Yo, Jamil, when are you going to run Eastern States? Great to hear you shout out the Beast Coast, but when the Run Steep crew going to tear up some more gnarly Beast Coast trails? Well, I'm going to tear up some Tennessee trails in April. Stay tuned for that. Temporary tattoos for races. We do have some temporary tattoos. We do. I don't know. Direct message me with your address, and I'll send you some. Perfect. Ambassador update. We are going through all of the Run Steep Get High ambassador applications. We did that a couple weeks ago through Instagram. We got so many, we're still processing through. So hang tight. We didn't lose them. We got them. I'm getting on it. Have guests on for your trivia, music trivia. No long interviews, just trivia.
Just trivia.
Yeah, I agree. No long. We've already got, I think, a couple people in the sport doing the whole long interview thing. Like the Ginger Runner, he's got that on lockdown. Unless you guys are like, unless there's people out there that aren't getting interviewed that you want to interview,
Yeah.
and then we'll try and get them.
Yeah.
Look, we'll take all the people he doesn't want.
Trivia, music trivia.
But we'll do fun stuff. We'll keep it light.
Ron Duncan says, speaking of packs, I'm looking for a pack that isn't so bouncy and fits firm to me. Any recommendations?
Do you? I wear the Salomon Sense Ultra. I've had a couple issues with that because sometimes the straps do come a little bit loose. So I'm giving like a negative review here, but I'm just being real. But I still love it. It's still my favorite.
Cool.
I haven't worn any of the new Ultimate Direction ones lately. And I haven't worn the Vapor Cra or Vapor How, but I would say those are probably the ones you want to check out.
Right on. And I wear Nathan, which I like so far. All over it. Roger Martin. Jubes, do you have a next race? Sounds very interesting. So I'm actually signing up for the Colossal Vale 50-50 today. It's going to be my next 50 miler. I'm going to try it out. We're going to see what happens.
It's on a non-race weekend.
It's a non-race weekend. It's like right after Javelina and right before Pass Mountain. So I'm just going to sandwich that right in between. And here we go. Yep, gearing up. Kevin Cody wants to know heat training strategies.
You need to acclimate properly. I think you need about 2 weeks out in the heat, just like acclimating to altitude. So you just need to get out in the heat, and I would say gradually start out with just 20, 30 minutes and then build your way up. I mean, we're kind of, even though I guess we're getting to near the end of the summer, like for fall races that are hot, like say Javelina 100, you need to hit that heat while you can get it. And you probably need to get in a sauna if you're not in Arizona. No joke.
Good tip.
Or you're going to roast.
Right on.
Allison Kangas, thank you for the great videos on YouTube. It keeps me going, good company during my strength training sessions. Vapor How is awesome for the ladies, so she's giving a thumbs up to the Vapor How.
Right on.
Thank you for that. B. Shoe Fitzmole. Can you describe the course for Black Canyon 100 a bit? Elevation, technical level, weather, etc. Absolutely. I think it's a great Western States simulator. That's why I think it is a qualifier and part of the Golden Ticket Series. It starts out in the high desert around 4,000 feet, and it's fast from the beginning. You're on a dirt road, actually a real road, dirt road, then a nice quick trail. You're descending down. It's kind of a rolling, weaving, meandering mountain bike track. Really smooth at the beginning, and then shit gets real like halfway through. That's when you hit the actual Black Canyon, and you're going kind of like crossing the river, going up, going down. You're crossing in and out of the canyon, and it gets more technical, more rocky, especially towards the end. The end is the oldest part of the trail, so it's had the most time to deteriorate under the harsh Arizona conditions, which it is harsh out here, people. So wintertime here, it can be a crapshoot, a bit of a crapshoot for sure. All of our training runs seem to be great every year, like November, December, January, beautiful, almost perfect. And then we hit February, and it's just like anything could happen.
Yeah.
It could be literally 90 degrees. That happened the first couple of years of the race.
Or it could be freezing.
This year, we had a crazy storm roll through where we had rain almost the entire race.
Rain.
We had flooding, the fact that we had to turn people around and run reverse and finish back where we started up in Mayer High School.
Freezing, muddy conditions.
Yeah, just crazy amounts of mud. So, like, I mean, you're going to have to earn that Western States qualifier if you come to Black Canyon 100K, but it is a stunningly beautiful course, and it is some of the best running in the Sonoran Desert of Arizona, I would say. And that's why it's a world-famous mountain bike trail, and that's why it's just really awesome. And I think, But if you want to check it out, we have training runs coming up. I believe they're on Facebook. If they're not, they will be very shortly. But November, December, January, we do have training runs. We split up the whole 100K into 3 spots. We put 8 out there. We loosely mark the course. / we're putting more signs. We're installing more signs now on the Black Canyon Trail. It's part of our giving back to the trail. And it's a little selfish because we don't want to have to put up as many markers. We want more permanent signs and to keep everyone on track. So We're super stoked for Black Canyon next year. It was such a great race this year, too. It was exciting. Top 3 guys were within a couple minutes of each other with 7 to go. It was awesome. Okay. And a lot of the climbing of that race is in the second half. That makes it tough as well. It still has about 7,000 feet to climb. Best fall AZ 50K for an ultra newbie. I would say, I'm just going to say our races because I'm going to plug our own stuff because this is our show.
Why not?
But I'm going to say Pass Mountain 50K, great.
Frenzy 50K.
But Frenzy 50K is probably the best because it's a single 50K loop.
Yep.
Pass Mountain would be 2 25K loops, but it has more climbing in it.
Yeah.
And possibly like more views up high, but you will repeat it. But the Frenzy is just, it's going to guaranteed be really great weather.
Yeah.
We're going to say something else?
No, it's always
awesome.
really, really great. And it's one loop and it's McDowell's are my favorite range out here. So it's so pretty out there during that time. Missing the Run Steep Get High daily vlogs.
Bringing them back soon. I say that every day. I'm like, tomorrow we'll bring them back. Tomorrow I'll start training for Barkley. Tomorrow I'll stop drinking so much coffee and go to bed early.
And then, did you announce the official date for the Run Steep camp?
We have not, but it's probably going to be right after Hard Rock.
It's right after Hard Rock. So it's the week after Hard Rock, and it starts in succession with the Silverton 1000.
Do we still have to secure the grounds for that? Have we seen if there's any conflicts of date?
Waiting to hear
So we're still waiting to hear back
town.
on that. So stay tuned for Steep Camp, but if you watch this show, we're sure as heck going to announce it when it's for real. Okay, we've got Dabel C. Jubilee, thank you for being such an inspiration. I'm doing my first 50 miler in 2 weeks. I've been watching this show for a year, and you inspired me to go for it.
Yes! Do it. I want to know how you do, by the way. So, message me because I'm happy Jubilee. So
happy Jubilee. Hit her up. Will you all ever migrate west and put on a race in the Pacific Northwest? That seems unlikely.
Does it? But
I don't know. I've never been there. So.
I want to go to there.
Maybe. You never know.
Never know.
If you guys have more, please drop them right now. Otherwise, we're going to move on. My list is completely cleared off at this point. We did not have a JubeTube thing prepared this week for more fun, but we wanted to just check in because
it's been a while.
It's been a while, and it's 7:20, and we're still at the office, and that's how we do it here.
Right.
But yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have more questions, please type them in the YouTube channel comments below. And otherwise, we will see you in a couple weeks after you're back from France. And we'll check in after TDS.
Yeah, probably in 2 weeks. We'll be back at it. And it'll be after the Jubilee. So maybe you can film some highlights from that, and we can share video highlights or react to them or something.
Maybe.
We had a couple more questions. We had one from Mark Cosmos. Mark Cosmos asked, if I sign up for the BC 100K, will you let me start at the halfway point?
No. No, Mark.
That was easy. When did each of you start running? I did a season of cross country in 5th grade, and then I did not run until track season freshman year of high school. And then I haven't really stopped since.
Yeah. And I've been running only for 4 years. Ta-da! There you go.
What about diet?
What about diet? You're a vegan?
I eat a plant-based vegan diet. She does not.
I do not. I eat all the meats.
Yep.
I eat all of whatever he does not eat.
Yep.
All of it.
If you want more specifics on that, I don't know. I don't have anything.
Oh, I have a terrible diet. I eat mostly burritos.
That's not so terrible.
Is it not terrible? I mean, honestly, I'm fueled by burritos. Bodied by burrito.
Luis Escobar says, great show. Thanks for sharing. Awesome stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Ari Montagna says...
Okay. Yes. We're going to go way more into this, but this question is fantastic. Perry Johnster, please make sure there's a lot of ice at JJ100.
Oh, you don't even know,
okay.
Perry. Oh, we got you, boy. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So obviously, we definitely had a bit of an ice issue at Javelina this last year, and we've got big plans for that. So just on tap this year for Javelina, for Rattlesnake Aid Station, which, if you know that, it's like the third aid station you hit on Loop 1. That one is right by the road crossing, one of the road crossings. We're getting literally an ice truck that is going to have its own generator on it.
Yep.
It's going to have literally over 10,000 pounds of ice on it. That's going to be sitting at that aid station.
Sexy ice.
Which that's a lot of ice, guys. That is a ton of ice. And that is going to be supplying that aid station and also within probably a 20-minute drive of Jackass Junction. So just logistics, we're definitely going to be covered. So that's just for those two aid stations, that 10,000 pounds. Then the main aid station is probably going to have at least a 7,000 pound trailer right behind that aid station, plus additional freezers both in the aid station and at medical that are going to be keeping the ice cold so it's not sitting there in ice chest melting.
Yep.
They're going to be plugged in. Then we're going to have an additional 2 trailers easily accessible to the Coyote Camp aid station with another 4,000 pounds sitting there. And of course, all of this can be restocked by our suppliers. So, I mean, we're probably talking about like on site when the race starts, we're going to have like 20 to 25,000 pounds of ice on site.
Yeah.
Which is like probably, it might be like double what we went through last year.
Yeah.
Easily. So that's our plan.
Everybody gets ice.
It's going to be solid. And thank you guys for supporting us through that.
Yeah.
We definitely want to make sure that you guys are all set up solidly.
For sure.
Brian Vanderheiter, you running or filming at UTMB? Kind of both. I'm running TDS and hopefully doing some filming at UTMB. I don't have a specific project for that one, and I'm just going to have fun. And I don't want to put too much stress on it. We'll probably just do some vlogging, vlog life. Yeah. Rattlesnake Aid Station, a.k.a. Surprise Running Club. Yes, shout out.
Shwa shwa. Would ya?
Oh, yeah. We've got Evan Fortune. I'll be watching there closely. My friend Zach Bitter will be crushing a few miles. Absolutely. Yeah, we're stoked on the field this year. We've got Zach Bitter committed. Pat Reagan is coming. Catlo Shippick is coming. He's a previous winner of the race, so a couple previous winners. Pat is super quick guy. He's running his first 100-miler there, and he is a guy that lives in Georgia, I believe, and he will be heat acclimated for sure. Actually, I think Bitter is talking about moving to Arizona at some point.
I heard that today.
He's not here yet, but
no.
We've got Rack Crex. I'm doing my first 50-miler in a self-supported format next month. Awesome. Any advice? That's cool. That's really awesome. Self-supported. Just make sure you got enough food and water with you and a bunch of different options. Yeah. And try and make it hard to make the quit points hard. I don't know if you're doing like loops out of your car, like on a 10-mile loop or what you're doing, but I think that's the biggest thing is just moving through the low points and the quit points. Like if you're back at your car, make a promise to yourself that you're going to give yourself 5 minutes to resupply and get back out there. You're not going to decide to stop there, especially if you're not injured.
Yeah.
That would be my biggest thing. I don't know.
Cool.
Anything else, or are we good?
I think we're good.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Trail Talk. I think we did about an hour today, which was really fun.
Thank you guys for coming back. Yeah.
We will be back in 2 weeks, so keep an eye out. We don't have a set time for this show, I don't believe, at this point in time, but it will probably normally be on Wednesday afternoons is when we've been doing them typically. We usually
do Wednesday afternoons.
It'll probably be then.
Yeah.
That's it. Again, if you guys want to reach out to either of us with anything, you can reach us. Twitter, direct message is a pretty good way to do that. I'll get back to you right away.
Yeah.
Peace.